Hello, everybody that is visiting Micky.com.au. My name is Trader Cobb, or I'm Craig Cobb, actually, the founder of TraderCobb.com, a cryptocurrency trading education platform. Guys, I wanted to go through what is happening on the Micky.com website. These guys are posting some really good content, and as a guest reporter, shall we say, I wanted to have a look at how that sort of shows in the market as to what's going on, because these guys have had their finger on the pulse, and you've probably noticed Micky in your feed a lot more. It's a fantastic news site, and one that I turn to as well. So, of course, we can see this generational change. Now, I talk about this a lot on the Trader Cobb Crypto podcast, talking about millennials, how it's a huge demographic of people coming through, rising up. These are new leaders, there are new CEOs, and they're the new innovators of the modern age. We're wanting to see more and more power in these hands and less in the older generation that are so used to stock, shares, and property that are holding and pooling all of the wealth. Of course, we can see as millennials ourselves, for many of you that are reading this now, and also for people that are outside of it, there's a big shift coming. And as this article talks about, it's the retiring CEOs, new younger people are stepping into those roles. So it's a positive as far as the development of the marketplace, because these younger people are now getting into more powerful roles. There's a lot more in here. Of course, how do you Quadriga CX? There's a lot of hocus pocus around this. Was it just a fraud? His ashes were scattered on an Indian river. Is his death real? Has he just run off with everybody's money? There's a whole lot of questions around that. And I'll bring that to your attention in just a minute when I go to the charts, because it's a bit of uncertainty. And often we would see a hack or something like this really affect the markets. We're not seeing it so much. Bitcoin ETF, there's a lot going on with that. It's not dead. It will come eventually, is my view. I don't know when, but certainly we'll see that come. The crypto winter, of course, there's a lot going on in the space right now. Price-wise, it looks really bad. Development-wise, project-wise, looking really, really good. And of course, I want to conclude here on the Binance little video here from CZ, talking about a long-term plan, which I really, really like. So let's just skip over to the charts right now and have a read of this, because I'm a technical trader. That's what I do. So relating to the information around Quadriga, I always struggle to say that. Quadriga CX. Normally, if you think about some of the other hacks as we're moving through earlier times, as I want to talk about that, is back through here, we would see a bigger move in the market to the bearish side. Of course, Bitcoin largely unchanged since the whole debacle occurred. As a matter of fact, since the first bit of news went out, we did see some solid buying last Friday on Bitcoin. The first bit of solid buying we've seen in a very long time, since way back to the end of this year. So it's a positive sign. Now, a couple of things that I'm really watching closely and considering on Bitcoin before I become even slightly more bullish, because it's looking pretty bearish at the moment, is if we break the high of this bullish candle. What you'll note is that each time we have seen strong buying, it's been met by strong selling. Now, we've just started to roll over, but it's not strong selling. First 24 hours of trade of the new week, which is Monday. Weekends tend to be a little bit slow on the volatility often. We didn't see a great deal go on. So what's it going to do? I don't really know. But if we break the high of this candle right here, we'll have also broken the high of this weekly candle. Now, I trade trends. And if there's a higher low followed by a higher high, then we'll have a weekly uptrend. That point would be at the high of this candle at about 43.84. It's a long, long way off. Now, I also want to have a quick little run through this top 10 just to show you what I'm seeing, because most of these markets are largely following Bitcoin. Certainly Ethereum. EOS has now got a higher low and a higher high. Now, I trade from this point between in and around this 10-period moving average and the 20-period. Simply being, it's an equilibrium point. Have a look at how it works when the market trends. Look, pulls back in, moves. It happens time and time again. Now, it doesn't mean there's always trading opportunities there, but it's an area that I do work from. Cardano, very similar to that of Bitcoin. Still, Lumen has had a very tough start to the year, being one of the more bearish of the entire top 10. IOTA sitting around not doing a great deal as well, as is Ripple and Litecoin, having a really, really strong move. Now, higher low here, higher high, another higher low, another higher high. Note how it pulled back into that cradle zone and then moved wonderfully from that point. And right now, we see a little bullish candle there as I speak to you right now. Definitely, Litecoin is one of the most outstanding performers in this most recent move, closing up on Friday a 30% move. Bitcoin Cash not doing a great deal, and Monero having a bit of a bounce there. Now, coming back to CZ's conversation that he had around his token Binance, let's have a look at how that's performed. Now, it's been performing very, very well indeed. A wonderful uptrend of higher lows and higher highs. Note how it pulls back into that zone. I call it the cradle zone. Moves back in, moves back in, moves back in. Here's my most recent trade a couple of weeks back, and here's the move. First target up there met around those highs. So it's about using, obviously, the news to understand what's going on, but I read the charts to find my entry and exit points based on my trading checklist. So if you haven't already, guys, there's some free content. Go across to tradercobb.com, and in the menus bar, you can get access to free courses. So go and check it out. I hope this has been beneficial, guys. Have a fantastic day. It's Trader Cobb here reporting for MickyNews.com.au. Bye for now.